Hey everyone. Welcome to this episode of Fantastical Adventures, where we can pick our retirement shares like picking dinner, even though the service here doesn't include a joke or two. Unexpectedly, sorry, I forgot to say thanks. Did your mom send you here as my secretary? Why do I need to be here to talk? I've grown up. Mom doesn't need to teach me anymore. Tell her I'm open for business. Watching Nick walk away, Alice sighed. It's not every day I meet such a handsome guy, but she turns out to be someone who can handle herself independent thought. Now, that's a 6-star challenge. As night deepened, the hotel felt like a party scene. It was wild. But Nick looked like a high-end party clown in his "This is my dinner wear." You have to dress to impress when stepping out, right? But just as dinner was heating up, Nick's phone rang. It's like it was pleading to escape. The lobby gradually quieted down, and Nick looked lost in his own world. Ella decided it was time to play detective. She saw Nick like a lonely wolf, brows furrowed. Ella tried to coax him to dinner, but his phone rang again. Looking at Nick's serious face, Ella quietly turned and left. He's as stubborn as a bull. Late at night, with stillness in the hotel, Ella plotted to surprise Nick with some late-night snacks. She knocked lightly and ran away. Nick saw the food on the ground, and his mood skyrocketed. Morning sunshine, they packed up, and when the door opened, snow blanketed outside. Don't get me started on whether the flights could take off. The road to the airport is completely buried in snow, or we expected to walk there. So, they decided to postpone their trip for a day and gazed out at the snowy view nonchalantly. Ella thought she heard something extraordinary, quickly pulled out her phone, and guess what? These guests are actually royalty. She excitedly shared this secret with her dad, but he seemed as calm as an actor who has watched too many. Turns out from their first meeting, he noticed something special about these guests, and he had even looked up info on King Gabwell beforehand. After that, when she interacted with the royals, she became another person, and Nick sensed her mysterious transformation. Knowing her identity was out, the Queen decided to take a stroll to find the festive Christmas vibe. Nick naturally volunteered to tag along. Walking behind the crowd, old friends shouted greetings to Ella. Ella was flustered, worried about causing trouble, while Nick was enjoying every moment of this. After all, who dares to get cocky inside the palace besides his mom? This casual public bonding was insanity. In that moment, it felt like the king had shed all burdens, enjoying the joyful Christmas spirit like an ordinary guy. Nick's humor was like a gentle breeze, soothing Ella's nerves and breathing new life into their relationship. Amidst the rich, festive atmosphere, they participated hand in hand in a lively parade, savouring the delicious street food, while their hearts were filled with immense anticipation for the upcoming moment of heading home. Nick accidentally stepped in a puddle. Ella worried about him catching a cold, and kindly suggested he take a carriage who knew she cared so much. I couldn't hold back anymore, and Nick swept Ella onto the carriage. Their eyes looked like a rainbow blossoming. It felt like electricity zapped through them, and a moment later, they awkwardly looked away, so cringy yet so sweet. Ella carefully wrapped Nick's calves in her scarf, and her sincerity moved him deeply during this intimate moment. Nevertheless, Nick still looked troubled, as if the atmosphere was frozen stiff. To break the tension, Ella mentioned the late king, and voila, that topic ignited Nick's emotions. When it came to discussing his father's greatness, Nick couldn't stop talking, as if words were flowing out like a spring, pouring out her innermost feelings. This was truly a moment for her to speak her mind and show her regal demeanor. Back at the inn, Ella excitedly pulled out a pair of Christmas socks. Haha. Y'all eventually wear these socks, you know. You're too naive. I wouldn't, but... This moment was interrupted by Ella's dad. Oh God. He reminded Nick to rest up because the snow outside was melting, and if all goes well, they'll be off tomorrow. In that moment, Nick and Ella's eyes met, emotions swirling like waves. They knew the goodbye moment was creeping in. As night fell, they unexpectedly met in the kitchen. Under Ella's invitation, they sat side by side on a massage chair, enjoying their rare tranquility. Oh my, sharing joy was the real She confessed her motivation to help others. Oh, how precious that maternal love is. In her no? For years, when her mother passed, she felt her warmth through her dad's tales. She vowed to be like her mother, attempting to cherish that unparalleled maternal love. After a long chat late at night, their relationship transcended friendship, truly heart-connected. However, their emotions reached a turning point, and they chose to hold back, so conflicted yet profound. Nick prepared to head back, bidding farewell early. His worries about the future seemed a bit unnecessary. The next day, shocking news broke. A fallen tree blocked the road to the airport, and it felt like a secret pathway. Nick had to stay at Ella's place. Facing an inability to leave, they decided to prepare a cozy Christmas together. While trudging through the snow, Ella eagerly picked up a stick. What a surprise, indeed. Who would have thought a king would frolic in the street like a child? Nick's playful side can't be hidden for long.